it doesn't, you are probably going to lose. So, just the way it is. How do I want to play this? Do I want to play a grave into... And we'll just play this. Play this tapped. Good call by me. So we're playing Amulet. Okay, this will be a good test. We'll threaten counterspell. Bolts suck here. I think because Dryad, I can kill Souza. I got Fatal Push for Dryad, so. But I'll probably push. I'll push this token. That's what'll happen. Okay. So that, keep counterspell or play my own Fable. I think we just play Fable. Because I can handle the token he's about to make. The thing is he's going to get another Amulet and then do something stupid. That's kind of the issue. So we'll leave it untapped. We'll play the long game. And I don't want to play the long game. So, because of what I just expressed, is if this deck goes past turn 8, it falls off. I think some kind of cantrip will help that, so, but I'm not sure. But we'll go ahead and do this, and he's going to grab another Amulet, and I think also just kind of keep a counterspell if he does something crazy. Okay, so he's not even going to... Okay. Yeah, triple. Yeah, we made the right decision. Now yeah. Putting Fable down here is just bad. So we're pretty happy here. I might have played the wrong land. This probably should be red for Bolt, just in case. Because he could play like the one guy, Souza. Yeah. I don't want to counter that. I want to. I'm gonna bolt as soon as I can. I can't bolt though. I'm gonna just let him do his thing because countering it isn't actually a kind of letting him go through the motions isn't a bad thing here. I probably should have went and got a Scalding Tarn and grabbed another black source or another blue source instead of playing the swamp here. But we'll be fine if we can survive this. This is a testament to the deck as well. But I have to keep a counterspell. Sure. He has too much mana to really stop it. So. And I can also bolt it at the end of turn, and he's probably going to grab liquid metal coating, probably. Oh, the ring, of course. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Actually, this is good to see what he's doing if I don't kill it. So, perfect world, he would have played the first land and got like 6 mana and done this. He would at least got the Karn to get the ring. So, but we have to. We'll kill the Karn. I mean, killing the Azusa is important too. Yeah, we kill the Karn. What the heck is that? Creatures you control cost 2 less. Activate this effect can reduce the mana cost less than 1 mana. Next time target creature adapts. Gains a +1/+1 counter. Okay. I don't think I care about that too much. The next time target creature adapts. Okay. Still the same kind of thing. So I can do this, and then we're going to play the shock, or the fetch, and then Fatal Push here. Because killing, yeah, we don't care about that. Bowmaster's nice. Let's grab an island. Is that what we want? Yeah. Or do we want red source? Yeah, I think we just go island. We'll leave him with that. And then we hold up. Because he can still make 6 mana. So he can prime time all the way. And he's losing life the whole time, so... But this is the broken part, is the first 2 turns this thing goes down, and it... You know, it's basically 3 life for 3 cards, and that's kind of broken. And I could have put Orcus Bowmasters here, but I have to respect prime time. So, because he still draws the cards, you know, and doing the 2 damage isn't really going to be effective here. So, and he can only do this once unless he plays like a Dryad or something. I don't know. I don't know why this is here necessarily. What activated ability is he playing? Is the activation abilities of the Toluria West? Like, I need to wonder what he's playing to make this kind of worth it. I mean, this takes transmute costs of creatures you control. Oh, never mind. It doesn't do the Toluria West, just creatures. Like, I don't understand why it needs that, but whatever. So we Bowmasters at the end of his turn. So if we don't counter something, it's different, of course. Yep. Bounce it to your hand. What you gonna do? Okay, so he's gonna Toluria West into Summer's Pact to what? And Grazer to play another. Yeah. I mean, you kind of have to. So, he has too much mana in this. Okay, so he's playing over what? Sure. Get that blue mana. So at the end of the sequence, we just he's gonna tap. He needs to tap the mana, I guess, because he doesn't have to bounce one. He'll tap. He'll have 6 mana. He'll play prime time after he searches for it, which is totally cool. We want that to happen. So, and then we Bowmasters as soon as possible. We target him with it, and then when he draws, inevitably he'll draw. He just grabbed it, or no, he just put it in his hand. Okay, we Bowmasters now then. Sure, dude. Oh, he can't pay for it. Okay, that's the problem here. He can't pay for it if he does. So he doesn't have enough. That's why he's not doing it. Okay, cool. And we're super happy here. It's kind of an awkward situation though. Do I want double counterspell? It's main board, so I think I guess we Fable here. Not a bad thing. Puts more pressure on the board. Like he's gonna draw how many? Okay, he's gonna draw 3 cards, giving me 3 damage, so we'll probably kill his thing, I guess. I think we just go up top, honestly. Because he's gonna make this army huge. Yeah, let's just... Now he has to deal with a 4/4. So I just don't think he can. I don't know if they're playing Force Negations main board. So if he is, obviously that this Fable call is the wrong call. So if they are in fact playing that, okay, Summer's Pact, and we just let him Summer's Pact. We don't care. We'll see. Hopefully he doesn't have anything. If he does, we're screwed. So cool. We're good. Now we want to draw a blue card. Okay, he's doing it again. How's he gonna pay for both? Okay, Souza. Hope he can pay for both. So I think Fable might have been. I mean, he has to beat me this turn. So, like, I don't know if he can do that. So. Doing it again. Oh. Yeah, sure, dude. if he can, because I'm gonna block on everything. We'll see. Because he's going to have like a haste Devil Striker eventually. And it's going to be like 10-10. I don't know if he can... I don't know if I can block with 7 toughness and him be able to do everything. So, if I can survive, I can win, basically. That's really what it comes down to, no matter what he does. Draw a card, you may put a land. Sure. Why? Why? Doesn't this take away from everything? Draw a card, you may put a land. For 4 mana? Sure. I mean, he's still... okay. I guess it's... yeah. It's good to, for me anyway, to go through and let these decks, yeah, they're winning. But, you know, this game in the grand scheme of it all doesn't mean anything. This is about learning and seeing what this deck is capable of. So when I'm given this in a different situation, that I can make the right play, which is the right play here is don't play Fable, and then, you know, a lot of this stuff doesn't occur, if at all. So gotta love 10-minute turns. So, but this is necessary, whether you know, you want to see this, you want to go through these motions, because we just need to see it. So and actually, what we can really come to terms with is a dress down. If I sideboard a dress down, it stops all of this. That's the big takeaway here, is that the dress down would just wreck. So. Let's see. Alright, we'll just let him go. So, get the other Titan. He'll get the lands and make it happen now. This is normal Titan stuff. Right, Zach? Yeah, we're just waiting on this guy to go through his 10-minute turn because I want to see exactly what's in his deck. So, stuff that I'm probably going to just edit out, but I need to see this. So I basically played the Fable. I played this card, this red card, just to see what would happen. And I have the Force of Negation in my hand that I could have kept up to, because see what he's doing. See all these stacks of stuff. He's basically playing a land and then untapping it for every time you see one of these Amulet of Vigor stacks. And so he's making 2 mana per stack of that. And then bouncing it to his hand and then playing the land again. So he's been doing this for at least 7 minutes now. So, and I'm just, all I'm doing is just watching him go through the motions because I want to see how the deck interacts. If he doesn't win this turn, he loses, like, automatically. So he has to win this turn. So, and he'll probably grab Walking Bautista. So yep. So another reason Dress Down, if you want to beat this deck, you just play Dress Down because they can't beat it. That's why they're playing the Arawara, this right here. Okay, because this can bounce anything they need to bounce because it's colorless and it's instant speed and it's a land, so they can constantly get it back. So they'll they have a big problem when it comes to that. So, yeah, they also have a problem with Bowmasters because of this interaction. If they want to keep it around, okay, so that's how you beat this matchup is with Dress Down, keeping up. He actually doesn't even get this off if I just don't untap and force the negations, and we just win, which is fine. It's cool. So, because he just never plays it. He never gets the creature because he can't pact. So unless he just happened to have another one in his hand, but even if he had another one, then he has problems. So we are okay with that. So we just bring in the stuff. Spell Snare isn't very good. Bolt's not awesome. Flame of Agnor is alright. Alpine Moon is obvious. We just play that for Urza Saga. The Brutality is okay. We'll bring this in. We do need to finish the game quite early. We don't want to just sit around, do nothing. So, I'll take the Blossom. Take 2 Blossom out. Sprite is good in niche situations. I think Fable is too slow for the matchup, as we just saw. So I think taking 2 of those out is fine. Push is like this interesting medium spell that we want, but we don't want all the time. It's weird. Very weird. Very weird interaction for push here. Yep. Okay. We don't have red. That's fine. We like what we see. He won. He won because he pushed all that mana into a Walking Beltista off of his off of his Karn. So yep. Alright. I actually forgot that they don't play when they don't play Urza Saga. They play Urza Saga, but they never make tokens unless they absolutely have to. It's like a last resort thing. So I shouldn't have been playing that way for it. So, but I did anyway. Alright, cool. This Bowmaster should be able to do quite a bit of damage. Yep. So he's going to take the Urza Saga back. Yep. Because he doesn't have anything going on. It's fine. We bring in the Bowmaster, bring a buddy. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We'll Delta. And we Delta because if he gets Suzas, then we fetch. We fetch kill. Or if he Dryads. I don't know if they play Dryad anymore or not. Because they're not. It doesn't seem like he's trying to kill that way. He's trying to kill this way. The way he killed. Maybe it's just the way he did it. But, okay. He might be just playing a Souza. I think I just counter this. And I counter it because I have Snap in hand. I think I'd go ahead and do this. Even though I have the push, even though I have all the things in place to be able to take care of that. I think we just do this. And the Delta is nice too, so he's going to Riptide with all these wizards in the main now. Riptide is insane with Mistbind. Yeah, it is. It is good. I think one Riptide is legit. If you want to play two, I think it's overkill. It's still mana intensive. It's still 3 mana to bounce. So you have to we have to consider that as well. So I can go get my red here, which I will. I'm not going to use that red, but maybe I should just tap this way. So keeping you off land drops and making him play fair magic is not what he wants to be doing. He absolutely wants to play unfair magic. Yeah, see, he can't. So if we get out like this, to where he can never cast this, we're fine. Change the equation wrecks him. By the way, it wrecks everything in his deck, anything green, because he doesn't play anything crazy. We are. I think we just take Fable out here. I think that's where we want to be. I think Fable just comes out. And I think the Sprite comes back in, and I think Stern Scolding comes in, actually, too, and I think Sprite stays out. Stern Scolding is better than I thought about in this matchup because it hits a Sousa. And it also hits a Dryad. To put that on there. To answer your question, Angry, I believe that I will keep... I believe that Click is good in this deck because of Fable. Okay, it's good in this matchup too, even to play without Fable. Riptide is good. Riptide is quality. But it is still mana intensive, and you have to consider that as well. It's a high consideration though. So it really is. And this particular deck has a lot of wizards in it, so you are right about that. But also, it was playing Flame Diagonal. I think it's better on the board, and that's just personal preference for me. We'll go ahead and try him. I think we stay. Bitter Blossom is going to be good later. I think the Bowmasters. I think keeping Counterspell up is actually imperative right now. That's where we need to be. We need to. So he's going to go get an Amulet. This is why this deck sucks. Is because he can go get an Amulet for nothing. That's really the weakness or the strength of this card, is he gets this for free, and I cannot do anything about it. Even I can't shut this off easily. So I have to play like this. So tapping out in the first 3 turns is just not good. Like Flame a lot. I play 4 my Wizard Coco. Yeah, it does. It just I don't think we play enough wizards to be able to make it work. So what is he going to grab? Search library artifact with menu. Okay, so he's going to go grab another artifact. He has 1 more mana into his deck with no other ways to play it. Oh, do I counterspell this? No, go get it. Yep. I'm basically hedging on Bowmasters here. Saying that Bowmasters can actually win this before this other amulet does not. Before it matters, it plays a role. Alright. Alright, right now we're playing the Bolt counterspell, stand up that, and then we're playing. We're going to pitch Mistbind to the Force Negation if necessary. So we want him to run through all his resources right now. Every last one. Scrying. Just going to go get a land. Sure. Okay. Well, we can't. So we can't like do Titan. We can't do that. That's fine. Alpine Moon, but for what? It loses all abilities, but am I going to choose the Cavern of Souls? I mean, yeah, might as well. I don't think this works, though. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I could do Saga, but I'm not worried about Saga. No. Oh well, it's fine. This is my my mistake probably, because it does turn it off. Yeah, it does turn it off. Okay, cool. Because you had to choose a creature and then... Okay, cool. Alright, well, we might have a shot. Let's see what we can do. We have 2 counterspells here. We should be able to kind of do whatever we want. See if he has another one. So he transmute. Okay, so he found one. He might be able to go off here. I could also... Could I turn off the growth chambers? Yeah. I could actually turn off the Alpine Moon and turn off the growth chambers so they only make 1 mana. Or maybe not. Maybe it just turns off this stuff. Yeah, it would only make 1 mana of any color. So, alright, well, I have another... What did he put in his hand? Pact Negation? Okay. So, yeah, I don't know if the best thing to do there is to actually hit the Cavern of Souls or hit the... This is my bad, but not having, not really knowing how to play this card in this matchup. So, you know, this might have been game breaking for them if I hit this, because these come down and they're just so. I just hit counterspell with it, so. And I might just let this thing hit. Oh no, because he just waits. He just waits at that point. His deck is just so relentless, and that's why. That's why, like, everything is so bad. For him, and yeah, but that's the point. Is no deck, in my opinion, no deck should be able to get through that. You know, like they just shouldn't. Like it's too much for the format. Like how, like the power creep is so high right now. Like I have a desperate problem with like. Or a big problem with the format running this way is that you have all these cards to go get this stuff. Like, give me a way to deal with it. You know, that's all I'm asking is give me the answer to the puzzle. If you can give me the answer to the puzzle, I'm perfectly happy, and I'll play it. But you know, there's no way to turn off Amulet Vigor. There's not. So. So we can't win this turn, so and we just pass turn back, I guess. I can bolt him. Playing Blossom doesn't do anything. So I guess I just keep up bolt and hope for the best kind of thing, because he's gonna have to pay for it. I guess I just play Bitter Blossom and go. So because Bitter Blossom is gonna give me another token, he has to pay here, so he's gonna have one, then plays a land. Yeah, it's like a pick your poison format for sure. Obviously, we're kind of construed to. We could play both. Don't get me wrong, but it's not. It's not the best. So let's see if he's still playing. See, I don't think he's playing the original lands. I don't think he's playing the Sunforge or whatever home. That gives things double strike. I don't think that's how he wants to finish the game. I think he wants to finish the game the way he did the first time, where he's going through, he's comboing out, and then he's making a bunch of mana, and then playing Karn, fetching a Walking Beltista out of his deck, pulling that, and then fine. So we'll never know if he actually catches it or not. So again, we're at turn 7 and we're not winning, so this is kind of a problem. We don't have any real ways to beat him. That's kind of an issue here.